Widely known as the cultural capital of Switzerland, which sets the scene again this morning. A beautiful place with a rich culture. But today, badminton takes the focus as it's finals day here in Basel at the 2025 YONEX Swiss Open. You join us at the St. Jakobshall Arena, which plays host once again to one of the firm fixtures in the badminton calendar, an event that's been running since 1955. All 5 of the Swiss Open finals are live for you to enjoy right here. And first up, it's an all-Chinese women's doubles with the world #1 pair Liu Shengxu and Tan Ning against another of the tournament favourites, Jia Yifan and Zhang Xuxian. In possibly the hardest fought discipline this week, Thailand's Puah Baranukroh and Kedren take on Mohamed Fikri and Daniel Martin of Indonesia. The recent changes in pairings make this one an eye-catcher as well. The men's singles has proved to be wide open this week. Who would have predicted Wen Hongyang and Christo Popov to be the finalists? Both men in wild form here in Basel. And Chen Yufei is back with a vengeance. The Tokyo Olympic champion making a Super 300 final might have been predictable to many. Her opponent being Lena Kersfeldt certainly wasn't. The Dane has come good at the age of 30. And the mixed doubles is another all-Chinese affair. Feng Yanzhe and Wei Yaxin are one of the best pairs in the world right now. Their opposition today might be one of the best pairs in the world in the future. That's Zhu Yijun and Zhang Qi. Following the women's doubles draw from quarter-final stage onwards, you can see there were 6 seeds in the quarters. 4 of them made it through to the semi-finals. And whilst Jia Yifan and Zhang Xuxian are probably unsurprising to make it through to this final, the world #1 pair of Liu Shengxu and Tan Ning would have been many people's favourites. And you can see there the race to the HSBC World Tour finals. Those rankings where Fukushima and Matsumoto have been very consistent, quarter-finals or better in all 5 of their events so far this year, including the final at the All England last week. World #1 pair Liu and Tan all the way down in 9th, but they've only played 3 tournaments before this week to make up that ranking. Confident they will steadily climb up there and make it to Hangzhou in December. Well, here come the world #1 pair of Liu Shengxu and Tan Ning. Silver medal at the Olympics in Paris in the summer. They've got 10 titles on the World Tour as a pair together. 6 of those were last year. And leading the way, Jia Yifan, one of the most accomplished players in women's doubles history. She and her former partner, Chen Qingchen, have got the world record for number of weeks spent at world #1 spot. 231 weeks. 104 of those consecutive. That's 2 years consecutive as world #1 pair. Now playing with Zhang Xuxian. This being their 8th tournament together. Their 7 previous, they've made the quarterfinals in 6 of those, or better. Still searching for a win on the World Tour. 3rd meeting between them. 1-1 is the head-to-head. Last meeting at the Malaysia Open. That was the semi-final in January and met the Japan Open prior to that last year.
Xia to serve. You to receive. Have a good match.
Coin toss complete to decide serve and receive and the choice of ends. Not a huge amount in it, really, in the choice of ends this week here in Basel. Pretty good playing conditions, albeit a bit slow in this arena. So Liu Shengxu, 20 years old now. She'll turn 21 in a couple of weeks' time. 11 weeks they've spent top of the tree in terms of the rankings. And their birthday is the same week, actually, Tan and Liu, albeit Tan Ning turns 22 in a week or two's time. Well, this is their 16th final on the World Tour. 5 of those they've had to settle for runner-up. And it's all about that match yesterday against Trisa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichan Pulela. Over an hour and a half it took. Terrific start to the match for the Indians. But in the end, Liu and Tan just too consistent. So Zhang Yifan, 27 years old now, the left-hander. An incredible 19 titles on the World Tour. Most of those with Chen Qingqian, who's, well, arguably the best women's doubles player the world's ever seen. 4 times world champion, twice Olympic gold medalist, Zhang Yifan. Her partner now, Zhang Xuqian. She was up at number 2 in the world with her former partner, Zheng Yu. That's going back nearly 2 years. And she herself has 5 titles on the World Tour, 4 of those with Zheng Yu, and took one with Li Wenmei as well. Cruising through to this final. Straight games, wins throughout. They haven't been pushed past 47 minutes. Final at the Malaysia Open in January. Our chair umpire for this match is Christianti Larue from Greece, and that's England's Tomadik Kudera as service judge. Well, whilst they've only met twice as a pair, they'll know each other very, very well indeed, these 4. The last 2 meetings went the distance. Zhang and Zhang 21-17 in the third last time out, and it was 21-16 in the third, the other way around for Liu and Tan. Their previous meeting, both of them, between 75 and 91 minutes long.
On my right, Jia Xifang and Zhang Xuqian, China. And on my left, Liu Shensu and Tan Ning, China. Jia Xifang to serve, to Liu Shensu, Lavol, play.
Zhang Yifan on serve. They'll need her quality serve today, I'm sure, against the world number 1 pair. First word goes to Jia and Zhang. Two terrific semi-finals in the women's doubles yesterday.
Over. 1-all.
Kasuma and Pratiwi were no match for Zhang and Zhang. It was fairly one-sided, but it was really enjoyable to watch. The other semi-final against Jolly and Pulela, just incredible. Some terrific rallies. In these slower conditions here in Basel this week, make for quite a few long rallies. In fact, in the men's singles yesterday, we saw a few rallies well over 100 shots. One of them 127 shots, not that far off the world record. Fully focused Zhang Yifan. A good start for this pair. Using the flick serve quite a lot. And again, good smash
Service over.
from Tan Ning.
2-3.
Superb.
Service over.
Consistency from Zhang Yifan. We can expect that. She's hard-working. She might not be the quickest around court, but tons of quality. Zhang Xushan, if she has a good day today, those two will be difficult to beat. She was brilliant yesterday, Xushan, in that semi-final. Oh, good pickup. Good touch, though, from Zheng Xu.
3-4.
Taking all the pace off the shuttle.
Service over. 5-3.
Again, the net shot from Zhang Xushan sets up the rally. They've been consistent lately. Semi-finalists at their last 3 events, including the All England last week. Bit of luck off the net cord.
6-3. Thank you.
They've made efforts to climb the rankings. Zhang Yifan and Zhang Xushan having not played together for that long, making appearances here at the Super 300 and the Orleans Masters and the Indonesia Masters. In terms of the quality of these 4, once they get high in the rankings, you could argue they only really need to enter the bigger events. Good finish. Good to see Zhang Yifan smiling. It's going well for them so far. Use of the middle. And that's what we've seen on the World Tour so far this year from Tan Ning and Liu Shengxu. 3 appearances. But the bigger events, Malaysia Open's the Super 1000, as is the All England, played last week, and the India Open.
Service over. 4-7.
Collecting enough ranking points to keep them at world #1 pair. And I doubt it'll take very long for them to climb the HSBC World Tour Finals ranking, 9th at the moment. Well, we've seen that rally quite a few times now.
8-4.
She'll be enjoying this, Zhang Fan, the chance to attack from the service line. Oh, it almost came back.
9-4.
I don't think Tan Ning really knew much about this. Just a swing in hope.
Service over.
Yeah, the quality from Zhang Fan wasn't quite there. This shot coming up now could have been steeper, and Zhang Xu making that look easy. Well, they've dictated this opening game from start to now, 1 point away from the mid-game interval. They're on fine form here. It's been a while since we've seen Zhang Xuxian without that back support. Doesn't seem to affect her movement at all. She's still lightning fast.
11-5 interval.
And it's been a lightning fast start to the game. 11-5 at the break for these two. Well, it's China versus China, so no coaching intervals. Just a chance to discuss tactics and strategies between the pairings.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 5. Play.
Excellent return of serve from Tan Ning.
Service over. 6-11.
Those shuttle feeders introduced during COVID to reduce the amount of contact between players and officials. Makes for perfect sense.
Wow. 7-11.
Doing well in defence, Tan Ning. Best rally we've seen so far. Oi!
Service over. 12-7.
It's a bad miss by her standards.
Yeah.
Longest rally so far, still less than 30 shots. Expecting quite a few more in this match. But credit to their aggressive style, both pairs. Ooh, that's another bad miss.
Service over.
Both of them looking
8-12.
for the initiative early on in the rally. Hence more winners and potentially a few more mistakes. But without question, the way to play women's doubles these days, which has evolved quite a lot in the last few years. Excellent movement.
Service over.
From Zhang CHN.
13-8.
Leaping off that left leg. And tying up Tan Ning.
Service over. 9-13.
Well, the return of
Service
serve
over. 14.
of the highest quality. Tons of flick serving going on. Well, the left-handed, right-handed combination of Zhang
10-14.
causing a problem. The general rule is whose ever forehand it is in the middle of the court high takes it, but of course it was both their forehand. Good shot. Off balance. Ambitious from Jai Fan.
14.
Well, consecutive points for Liu and Tan. Only 2, but it's the best they've seen so far in this game. Not a good rally. Zhang Xushan
12-14.
will feel she could have done better.
Zhang,
Big smash from Zheng Xu.
change.
But it was right in the hitting zone there. I think Zhang possibly a little bit late to recover. Well, that impressive start they had ebbing away. They were 11-5 up at the break. Four straight points for Liu and Tan. Good defense. Chai Fan, the full width of the court, she's having to move. Can't afford those.
14 all.
Xushan just struggling in the last 3 or 4 points. Well, they've had the lead since the start. And Liu and Tan now, for the first time, back on level terms with their teammates.
Service over. 15-14. Yes. Quick down.
Well, just resetting her hair. I wonder how much of that is making sure that momentum Liu and Tan were building is completely broken. Miss Lauru, our umpire, allowing them a little bit of leeway. Good smash, really well placed.
Service over. 15 all.
It's usually not very easy to get through the defense of Zhang Xu. Superb. Liu and Tan did well in defense, but one great shot was all it took. Anticipation from Zhang Xushan as well. She was pushing that net really early.
Dan, be ready.
Keeping herself on defense, Xu. Well, as I saw Tan Ning leaping up to take it, I thought, no,
60
that's going
all.
so far out wide. Manages to pull out of the shot at the last moment. It's a good serve from Tan Ning. Excellent. It's a great rally. Oh. Well, this is exactly what we were expecting. Longest rally by far. And choosing their shots well here. Staying patient when they're under a bit of pressure. And showing some creativity when they've got a bit more time. Super well-placed smash from Zhang Xu.
17-16. Wipe the court.
Hard fought from both pairs. Closing in on 100 shots.
Thank you. Players on court.
One rally nearly a minute and a half long.
On court.
That is hard work at that level of intensity.
Zhang. Shuttle. Seventeen, 16. Zhang to serve. Zhang. Play.
Superb interception.
18-16.
And you could see the reaction from her partner. Zhang Yifan delighted with what Zhang did there. Well, the second half of this opening game, a big contrast to the first half. How many times have we seen Zhang Yifan and Zhang hit the floor in the last 10 minutes or so, compared to the first 10 minutes of the match where they hit loads of winners. Tan Ning making moves.
Service over. 17-18.
Disappointing end
Want to change? Yes.
for Zhang Xishan. Body language suggests Xishan not as confident and comfortable as she'd like to be.
Service over. 19-17. Game point 70.
Well, Xia and Zhang closing the door on what looked like a likely comeback. 3 game points.
Service over. 18-20.
Good rally, good fight from Liu and Tan.
19-20.
They need to salvage one more. Oh, what brilliant. What a way to win the opening game. 21-19. Hard work. And Zhang Xishan coming alive at the right
First
time.
game won by Jia Sifan and Zhang Xuxiang. 21-19.
Found the open space, Jia Yifan. Just too far behind they were at the start. Liu and Tan got a match on our hands here.
Players on court. Second game, la vol. Play.
Well, a fascinating opening game. Terrific start for Zhang Yifan and Zhang Xuxian. But they were close to throwing it away at one point. Managed to stifle the comeback from Liu and Tan. Cling on till the end.
Service over. 1-all.
Good save. Oi! Well spotted.
2-1.
Zhang Xuxian just sees the big open space.
Service over. 2-all.
Well, it was a terrific save from Zhang.
3-2.
Tan Ning kept her composure. Yeah, a little shake of the head from Zhang Yifan. Not happy that she missed that shot. She was in good position. Zhang Xuxian did brilliantly to survive a late call from her partner halfway through the rally. And from there, they were under real pressure.
Service over. 5-3.
Oh, superb. Clever shot from Tan Ning, good variation, and then Liu Shengshu with a brilliant touch in early. Excellent.
7-3. Zhang. Quick towel, no sweat throwing, no call.
We don't often see the umpires advising players to go off and have a towel. It's usually the request of the player. Liu Shengshu with a couple of brilliant winners. The last 2 points.
Three.
5 points in front is usually enough for Tan and Liu. They don't make a lot of unforced errors. That's lovely. Well, there's one.
Service over. 4-8. Hold. Service over. 9-4. Service over. 5.
Good intensity from Jia Yifan. I like the way she snaps that backhand. Playing the shot with pace. Half a chance and she took it. Another excellent rally. Both pairs staying patient. Superb. It took 51 shots to get a chance.
Service over.
Really fine margins at times. There was a millimetre in that. It might have toppled over the top of the net.
Service over. 7-10.
Yeah, disappointed with herself there, Zhang Xu.
Service over. 11-7.
Cross smash, took a gamble. 4 points the lead at the mid-game break. The world #1 pair looking a bit more comfortable in this second game.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 7. Play.
Well, there's been plenty of support for the different Asian nations here this week in Basel. A truly multicultural city. It's going wide. All that hard work.
Service over. 8-12.
And another.
9-12.
A little bit passive, perhaps, from the world #1s in the last couple of rallies.
Service over. 13-9.
Don't see many errors on serve from Jia Yifan. Oh, a challenge.
Zhang challenges called out.
Is that the first call for Hawkeye we've seen today? I think so.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. (14-9). Play.
I suspect the challenge was more to give themselves a few seconds to reset. Oh, what a touch from Zhang Yifan. Well, that teased Zhang Xushan.
15-9.
It sat on the tape and just debated which way to fall. Look at that. Good defense from Tan Ning. Highest quality.
16-9.
Can't give them that amount of time to pick their shots. 7 points clear now. The top seeds. Good defense all round. Tan Ning being creative. Well, it was a tease for Tan Ning.
10-16.
As Zhang and Zhang got in each other's way, leaving a big space at the front. There you go. Fortunately, Tan Ning goes wide.
Service over. 17-10.
Good block. Outstretched Zhang Yifan. Gets back into good position. Landed out. Well, any hopes of a comeback in the second surely put to bed. Top seeds now 8 points clear in the second game, 3 away from taking us to a decider.
Service over. 11-18. Time to receive. Oh. 12-80.
Oh, fierce rally in the mid-court. Oh, indecision. Makes the right decision in the end. Round the back. This is brilliant. Oh, Zhang are 6 points behind and almost out of this second game, and yet they're still fighting so hard. Another competitor for longest rally of the match, surely. Well, there it is. That's a challenge as well.
Challenges called in.
Well, surely Zhang Shushan hasn't missed from there. Well, maybe she has. Liu Shengxu would have had the best look of that. Oh, well in.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Lane.
86 shots played. Made that look a bit easier.
90-40.
Tan Ning springing to life. Good return. Liu and Tan on the back foot from the start of the rally, recover so nicely. Oh, played it straight into
20.
the hitting zone of Liu Shengxu.
40.
World #1 pair on the comeback. Just need 1 point from the next 6 to take us to a deciding game. exhibition time. It's gone long. 21-14 the second. We're going to 3.
Second game won by Yu Sen-su and Tan Ning, 21-14, 1 game all. Yeah. Final game. Level. Play. Service over. 1 love.
Ooh.
2
A
love.
wild swing from Tan Ning. What these two wouldn't give for another start like the opening game. Have gone wide. Hey, brilliant. Tan Ning making all the right moves.
4 love.
But somehow, Zhang managed to find space around her. Had to be that good. Well, that was calmly played into the open space. Serve just long.
Service over. 5 1.
A great start
Yeah.
for these two.
Wait for the line.
What does that mean? Short serve just inside the body.
Service
Standing in a good
over.
position.
2-5.
Well,
5.
despite going 4-love down, Liu and Tan looking very casual. Good attack.
Service over.
Firing nicely into the body of Tan Ning. Still looking casual in defense, Liu and Tan. Confident in their own abilities. Looking to wear out Zhang Yifan, perhaps. That lift's gone long.
Service over. 4-6.
Just cruising around the court. Tidy finish.
7.
Stretching Tan Ning down to her right. It's in. The intensity levels from these two certainly lower than we've seen. There's a game plan here, there's a strategy. I think they're just trying to wear out their opponents physically.
Service over. 5-8.
don't think we've seen Liu and Tan go hard in attack at all. Oh, that's the first one in this third game. Occasionally maybe see them hit one smash down, but then there's no follow-up. Happy to play the long rallies here. Well, they get away with it. Another contender for the longest rally of the day. No doubt a result of this passive style from the world #1 pair. Zhang Yifan working so hard. It's easy to get too complacent here, get beaten by one decent shot. But we know absolutely now the game plan from Liu and Tan is to wear out Zhang and Jia, keep them on the back line, at least for the early parts of this third game. Well, I don't know about longest rally of the match, all the day, perhaps the longest rally of the week. I'll send a postcard to our EVS team for the graphic at the end. By the time it reaches them, this rally's probably still going to go on. Oh, it's gone wide. Well, Tan Ning had every chance to finish that.
Service over.
Off the hit from Zhang.
9-5.
And reaction from Jia. I don't think Tan Ning can believe either of them got that back. 142 shots. A mammoth rally. Well, they don't want any part
10-5.
of that kind of rally anymore. I think Tan and Liu would be happy to continue that style. What a shot.
Service over. 6-10.
Not the tightest of serves, but such a well-executed return from Liu Shengshu. disheartened into the net. Get the feeling Zhang Yifan and Zhang Xushan will need every single one of the points they can claim in this first half on this side of the court before the change of ends. Oh. Wonderful smash.
8-10.
One hour, 12 minutes, and we're still in the first half of the decider. Zhang Yifan with a game plan, I think. That's a nice shot. Oi! Excellent defending. Still very little initiative being taken from Liu and Tan. Happy to just keep the rallies going.
9-10.
Nice shot. Oh. 11-9 at the break. The turnaround. Oh, another challenge.
Out.
Looked pretty long at first glance.
No, wait.
Well, Zhang and Jia knew full well it was long.
One challenge remaining.
Their bags were packed.
Service over.
They were ready to go.
11-9. Interval. Change ends.
Get the feeling, though, given the style that Liu Shengxu and Tan Ning were playing in the first half of that deciding game. They know what they're doing here. They've got a plan. Still think the advantage is with them, despite being 2 points behind.
Players on court. On court. Eleven, 9. Play.
Racket change for Zhang Xushan. Oh! Superb. Oh, the racket change feels like a different rally.
12,
So long ago.
9.
Bit of luck from Zhang Yifan at the end. It's always brilliant to see one of a doubles pair change their racket mid-rally and come back and win the point. Found the line according to the line judge.
Challenges called in.
As we wait for the Hawkeye decision, it's plumb on the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining. 13-9.
Well, that might provide an interesting end to this. No challenges remaining for Liu and Tan, the top seeds. Plenty of action left to go in this match yet. Zhang Yifan winding up but can't find a winner. Liu and Tan's tactic to wear out those two might prove to come good here. It's half court.
Service over. 10-30.
Zhang Yifan's rolling that shoulder. It's taped up. It always is. The big lefty is having to turn that shoulder over a lot today.
Service over. 14-10.
Well, there's a bit to go in this deciding game yet, but that lead is becoming difficult to catch for any pair. Big point, this one. Well, there's almost a complacency about Tan Ning and Liu Shengxu in this third game. I'm not sure what the idea really is. She's down. Now Tan's down. Tan and Liu, whilst looking complacent in attack, giving everything in defense. Tan first.
15-10.
Shengxu follows. Well, I'm not sure how many points they'd get for artistic impression.
Thank you.
China have always been strong in the synchronized diving
15-10.
event.
Service over. 11-15.
That's lovely.
12-50.
She's dangerous from the mid-court, taking that drive early. Very strong in the wrist. There's a sting in the tail of this deciding game. Good block to the net from Tan Ning. Still happy to keep Zhang and Jia on the back line. Well, can they get close to that 145 shot rally we saw earlier? Hey, brilliant. Liu Shengshu with one wonder shot.
50.
Here we go. Delightful. Counter-attack at its best once more.
40-50.
Proving their strategy here because they don't seem to have much intention to take the attack on themselves and try and win the rally with an explosive 2 or 3 shot combo. They're happy to allow Jia and Zhang the chance to attack and just look to counter. Look how passive they are. Tan and Liu just walking to the drop shots, lifting it back to the back line.
All.
Good work from Jia Fan.
It's over. 16-50. Back the court.
Hitting hard, hitting flat, getting Xuxian the chance to kill.
Players on court. No, on court.
Nearing the 90-minute mark now. Just a couple away. I wonder how many people around the world are hugely invested in the outcome of this final one way or another. Everybody in here just seems to be happy to enjoy the high level of badminton going on. Hey, lovely shot.
Service over.
Very casual.
60-all.
Exhausted looking, Zhang Fan. Good serve. And a good smash.
Service over.
Placement's over power.
60.
It's in, it's a wonderful return. She showed us a backhand deception return of serve earlier. A clean winner this time. The same on the forehand side. There's a call for Hawkeye.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Just ticking over that hour and a half
Service
mark
over.
now in this women's doubles final.
17-all.
Still all square at 17 all.
Serve. You. Play.
Great defense. Oi, interception
Service
from
over.
Zhang Xuxian.
18-17.
Turning on the turbo boosters to get out to this, to intercept. Well, that's a miss. She will root. Zhang Fan on serve, 2 points away from this title. Will we see a change in tactic from the world number ones? Continuing to back themselves in defense, it seems. Clash of rackets, but it doesn't matter. They're still fighting strong.
20 match point
Well, they've played the game as best as they can and the way it should be played. Jia Yifan, Zhang Xuxian with 3 championship points. Tan and Liu still continue to passively lift to the back line. Well, it's an unusual tactic. Oh, it's gone over. They've done it. 21-17 in the third. A brave performance, a really hard-fought performance from Jia Yifan and Zhang Xuxian. Swiss Open champions for 2025. And boy, did they earn that.
And Zhang Xuxian, 21-19, 14-21, 21-17.
An epic final, 1 hour, 34 minutes. 3 games, as you'd imagine. Jia Yifan and Zhang Xuxian, 21-19, 14-21, 21-17 in the third. World number ones will have to settle for second best here in Switzerland. Well, it's their first title together as a pair. Came close at the Malaysia Open in January, losing out to Fukushima and Matsumoto. Finally have that gold. They must be exhausted. Stay with us for the medal ceremony. And of course, 4 more finals here in Basel.